Hello everybody, this is Scott, and today I'll be giving some more tips to increase AdSense revenue. What do I mean by this? AdSense does not clearly say how to maximize revenue, and many publishers will try to mislead you. And then there's the people that lie to you to say to buy these quick, get-rich-quick books or whatever they like to call themselves now. Those, no, don't even bother. What you need to do is you need to follow you just need to follow simple tricks to increase your revenue. Number one, how do you get your money from AdSense? Take the time to answer that question. How do you get it? If you answered, we get them from ads, okay, that's wonderful. It's in the name of AdSense. But how does AdSense pay you? They're paid on two things. By how many people view the site, how many views the ads get, and how many clicks they get. Clicks generate more money than views, always. Because they're harder to come by. So naturally, we are going to want to maximize or get in the center of both of these. How do you do that? Alright. You want to have ads that are optimal for both. AdSense has the ability to give image ads and text ads. These would be text, this would be an image ad. A wonderful tool. Running both increases your revenue because it gives you a wider inventory, which would give more competition for people to place ads on your site, and naturally the higher paying one will show up on there, matched with your amount of views. So if you have a ton of views and the content can actually be monetized, then AdSense is going to say, okay, what is the best ad that's best targeted to the viewers that we can put on this site? So then it's going to put these ads on here. The text ads have a lower impression value, which is how much you get paid when they're viewed, but a higher click value. This is going to have a much higher impression value, but it's also going to have a lower click value than this. So they're the polar opposites. This one, more money from viewing. This one, more money from clicking. And then it'd be the vice versa. This one, less money from viewing. This one, less money from clicking. But you want to be able to maximize it. So you want to have your settings right off the bat set to display this on all of your ads. All of your ads should have this automatically enabled by default. And you want to keep it running this way because it's going to generate you the most revenue. And you want to have all three ads. If you have any three ads on your site, then these three are the ones that are going to generate you the most revenue. They're going to maximize revenue, and you want to use the larger ones. I have a 928 by something on here. I don't remember what it is. 728 by 90 banner, a 160 by 600 skyscraper, and a 300 by 250 medium rectangle ad. And then these are what you're going to see on the home page. Let's say you want to view a post. We're going to view one of my posts from yesterday. I have 6 ads on this page. Can you guess where they are? We have one. We get this one. These are what we call link units. Link units are just little links that are advertised in the forms of advertisements. You can have 4 links, up to 5 if you use the largest width size, but you can only have 3 if you choose the box. So right here, these are going to generate no money from impressions. If people view these, they don't care. It's only if they click on the ad unit, then it will generate revenue. Which is why they're in the content. But I put them in boxes. So why did you put them in boxes? If you don't have them separated from the content in an efficient manner, then they can be viewed as misclicks, and therefore you will be banned from AdSense. Or they will warn you to fix it, and then they will ban you if you don't. And then I have one skyscraper. My skyscraper is still here, and this thing is right here. But at the bottom of my post, you see I have my ad for. I have another link unit ad, and then at the very bottom with my related post, I have the final link unit. This one is only displaying 2 ads. Why is that? There's not many targeted for this post, not only because it's new, but because there's not a whole lot probably having similar keywords. Like if I go to hotspot shield, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very popular. So that is why you'll want to use, I'm using all the ad units I can on this page. And you only want to keep link units in the content or next to links. Why is this? I could put a link unit right here. It performed very well. People like the ability to. They want to have all their content untouched. Having banners in the content, great way to generate more revenue, but they're more likely to click on it, but you're also less likely to get a returning viewer. So putting one up here is actually going to generate more revenue, but it can also lead to misclicks if you don't position it correctly. And you want to have all 6 ad units running. You should never have more. The general rule is the rule of 3. You're never supposed to have more than 3 of this. I say that's malarkey. I throw it out. I say it depends on the size of the ads. I say if you don't want to use the 728 by, what is this, 90? Let's just say you want to use a bunch of 90 by 90s. Put them up here. Perfectly fine by my standards. You're generating more revenue. But you just can't have too many in the content. I don't care how many ads, it's how big the ads are. This is what bothers me. And you got to keep them spaced out. Like this one's at the very bottom, this one's on the side, and this one's at the very top. So when you scroll down, it's gone. You scroll down, this one's gone. This unit's still here, and this unit's still here. As you scroll down, it's still here, but then you have the 3rd unit coming up, and then you have this unit. These are technically ads right here. And generate revenue whenever someone clicks on them. Very, very low, and it's from Discus. And it's a great commenting platform. If you were only going to use it for commenting, still wonderful. And then you come down to the very bottom and you have the last ad unit. What would I do if I had more media ads? Okay, let's say I got partnered with another large media ad unit such as Tribal Fusion. Tribal Fusion is the highest paying CPM network right now. They have the highest average CPM, and they are the most difficult to get into. You have to have over 500,000 unique visitors per month. Adsense, not that hard. I got in, like, I don't even know. I think it was, like, on my first month of even doing it. So that just says I've been in here for a long time, and I've learned a lot of tricks. Let's just say, now we're going to say in the event, you have two columns, one on the left and one on the right. What would you do? The consensus is you're going to want them on the right side. Why is that? When readers are done with the end of a line, they're going to want to look for something else. So they generally follow a trend. They're going to keep looking, add, and they're going to look again, and they're going to say, oh, more content. Even though subconsciously, they can clearly see that that would be a continuation of the content, they're still going to follow that trend of looking. People at the end of a post, they want to look for more content. Add, they got their share buttons. Even when they're down here, they got more content. That'll be up to 15 posts. All of them are from here to get them back into more content. And that's another thing. There's something called bounce rate. Bounce rate is when someone enters your page and then leaves right away because they're just not interacting with the page. And you also want to prevent them from. That can also be fixed by adding the related post, as you see. Like, we're going to come over here. Why are there no related posts for this? That's because I didn't tag this with anything. I use a tag-based system for related posts. Naturally, nothing's going to come up for something like that. We're going to come over to Malware Encyclopedia, Info Stealer Generic Variation 4. Scroll down, we got all these. These are related posts to it. Malware Encyclopedia. Now we're going to come over here. And remember, it also applies to multiple labels. See? I've got 10. So the more views that they're going to get, so this counts. Ads do not just count for unique visitors. It's going to count for the amount of total visitors that you can get. Therefore, having related posts at the bottom is probably one of the best ways to actually increase your revenue, because they're going to still be viewing your content and therefore are going to be more likely to view your click on your ads. There's also another theory going around right now. Newsletters actually are supposed to generate more revenue. Why is this? We're not talking about putting ads inside of a newsletter. We're talking about having a newsletter just in general will increase the likelihood of someone clicking on your ads. Why is this? If someone subscribed your newsletter, then they're going to be more likely to click your ads. They know who you are. They've learned about your site. They learn about who you are and what you do. You can think of it as like they know you, and not literally they know you, but you understand that they understand you, which is why you want to have a newsletter, because it allows them to subscribe to you and get to know the site better. They're more likely to click on it when they know the site, and that's just the general rule of thumb. If they know the site, they know what's going on, and they get really common updates, they're more likely going to do it as opposed to just stumbling upon it in a search engine. So there we go. We've covered those basics. What else do you recommend? I recommend having your follow buttons. Why? What does this have to do with ads and increasing AdSense revenue? It's very simple. If it shows your follow buttons, I have my most popular ones up here that I want people to follow, and then I have a full list down here. Why did I do this? The answer is actually fairly simple. The reason I did this is because I don't see the reason for someone not to want to have their users connect. But what they need to do is they need to do it in a better fashion. Having these links at the bottom is absolutely wonderful, because then they know, oh, he's all over the place. This guy must be popular, or this is a really well and established site. People are always looking for establishments. An established site will always outperform one that is not established and not on social media. In the event, because that's where a lot of your traffic's going to come from, and if not, that's where a lot of your shares are going to be headed to, because no one's going to just go to their friend and send them a text and say, here, go to this site. No, these share buttons are meant for social media. That's going to be your most powerful tool in increasing revenue. StumbleUpon is the greatest marketing tool on the planet. StumbleUpon and Reddit, greatest marketing tool on the planet. I don't care what anyone says. You can generally, if you know how to use StumbleUpon and you stumble upon all of your pages, you can increase your view count greatly. Because StumbleUpon, you literally just stumble upon random pages. People can just visit random sites. Clearly, just without any sort of trend, they can just, oh, here's a site, you got ad revenue. Why? Because that person just visited your site for no apparent reason. And that's what StumbleUpon was based around. That's what Reddit is based around. Reddit is what they call the homepage of the internet. That's what they've named themselves. And it's interesting because Reddit is meant to allow people to share content. But Reddit has an issue, and that is what we call the Reddit trolls. Reddit, great tool, not so much for marketing. They will literally eat you alive if you post something on there about yourself. They are aggressive and very trolly in nature. I'm making up words here, see? That's how I gotta describe them. There's not even words to describe them. They will harass you and basically laugh at your name if you are not kind. I've seen people get laughed at of Reddit. Literally, there have been trolls that have made them quit Reddit. That's kind of funny. But what are you gonna do? What are you actually going to do here? Answer it. You gotta keep your social media pages up to date. If not, you need to keep the rule of 3, which I've kind of invented. Have 3 pages that you update daily, and the other ones you do weekly. Why is this? 3 established pages are better than all the other ones that are just getting 1 update a day. Having 1 update a week is not better than having 3 that are updated daily. So if I could have 10 ones that are being updated once a week, or I could have the big 3 that are being updated by the day. And those are the ones that are going to generate me more followers. It doesn't matter by how many people are actually following them. It's the fact that they're stuck there. They're getting regular content, and the more content they have, the more likely they're going to share it with their friends. Therefore, popular pages, and the big 3 for me is Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Those are the big 3. StumbleUpon, marketing tool. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult them. I love using StumbleUpon. I love using it just to visit random pages. I find some useful stuff on there. Some stuff, not so much. Yet at the same time, StumbleUpon is one of the greatest marketing tools you will ever find, especially for it being free. And that is about all I have for you today. I'm going to be continuing this series about it, but since I'm 15 minutes in, I don't really see the point of continuing for today. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for another video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.